First,
fucking hate all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Miiverse podcast.
And
It's
that
been a
was
little.
the Miiverse podcast, everyone.
Yep, bye. Nope, I lied. I'm sorry. Now, of course, there's been a hiatus. What the fuck, hiatus?
Our hearts of iron aid.
There's been a hiatus since the last episode. By the time this episode comes out, it's probably gonna be a month since the last episode. But there's been a shit ton of things changing.
The Denning podcast just came out yesterday. What the fuck?
Watch the Denning podcast.
Yeah, why the fuck are you watching this bullshit?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. But yeah, I am J Mike.
This channel is really going downhill.
I am joined by the new co-host of the show, Sebastian.
Fuck you, Pepsi Can X.
Hey guys,
Dude.
Sebastian here.
And of course, there's the one and only future Führer of Germany, Denning.
Introduce yourself, Denning.
So I'm Denning. I grew up really bad home life. My parents separated when I was a child, but other than that, I really haven't had too much of an issue. Sometimes get called nigger faggot though.
Me.
All right, on with the episode. Today we're doing the Discord episode once again because Craig is a shitty bot and only keeps your recordings for 7 days.
Yeah, fuck Craig.
Yeah, fuck
that
Craig.
gay shit. Oh yeah, also I feel like this is important. As we are recording this, the general voice chat is being used for the first time and Sheldon's just in it for no reason.
Just Sheldon. I'm slightly tempted to just drag him in here for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes. Do it.
This but unironically.
Hello, Sheldon. Welcome back to the Miiverse podcast.
Oh, hell yeah.
Should we just keep Sheldon here for the episode?
Nah.
No, we'll take
Yeah, I'll just
Get him out of here.
Hey,
Fuck
no,
this
no.
nigga out of here.
Sheldon. Any last words?
hi. No, totally. Oh my god, please.
And so ends another episode of The Big Bang Theory.
Bazinga.
Okay, so yeah, this is the Discord episode. We originally recorded this like 2 months ago or something when Pepsi was still here, but he also left halfway through that. And that was pretty good, but it also had some flaws and a lot of really, really, really outdated information.
Yeah,
I agree.
There's going to be a bit more information in this episode due to recent developments with a certain LMR cord.
Yes. Now, before we get into the meat, the juice, the bones of this episode, there are a lot of man bazooka juice. There was a lot of stuff I didn't discuss in the LMR episode that should be discussed here.
Right.
So first of all, I barely elaborated on the Vandals, J-Murph and Jav. I think I brought up J-Murph once.
Wasn't EB part of that or something?
Yeah, this was.
Yeah, it was EB too.
Wasn't
Tudicast is like the interesting.
Tudicast?
Was Tudicast a Vandal?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I'm
He
pretty
was
sure
like
it was
the shittiest. It was like the shitty script kiddie.
Oh, the skids. Oh man, I
But
love
yeah-
skids.
Yeah, J-Murph and Jav have had hundreds of alts, and I remember there was a time legitimately where they would just start banning new users because they thought they were J-Murph and Jav.
The first day that I was in LMR chat, Yamsa thought I was JMuff.
Denning is J-Murph. Czar is J-Murph confirmed.
So how do we define a vandal here, by the way?
Oh, that's, I mean, it's like Okay, it's not really a vandal. Why did I use the term vandal? Just a fag who goes on chat who got banned, making like billions and billions of vaults.
So Fred is a vandal.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Fred
Okay.
is a Fred is a vandal.
This is a great idea. We did not discuss Quantus X, who is a dumb bad user. but
He's
also-
a great user. What the fuck are you talking about?
Sebastian, have you ever heard about the hidden wiki incident?
No, but he's on Leningrad, so he must be good.
Quantus X will inherit Leningrad.
Yes. Well, back in LMR chat, he linked the hidden wiki, which has like child porn or something like that. Like, but it's not easy to find on the hidden
You
wiki.
can't even access it with a normal browser. I don't fucking know why anyone cared about that shit.
But yeah, he got permabanned for illegal content. And
Dumb faggot mods.
Who was it that banned him? Was it Sakur? It sounds like something Sakur would do.
I don't know, check the fucking block log or something.
There was one other thing I wanted to discuss. Oh yeah, there are some other like dumb YouTube videos made about LMR, specifically the Hellamar series. Which, by the way, I came up with the name for that. And
Wow.
I just remembered a dumb drama about the Hellamar videos where there's 3 of them, and I make a cameo in 2 of them. That sounds right. Not what matters. After the first one, the maker of the videos, Orca, said, "Hey, I'm gonna give these stupid videos to Chris because of all the people you want handling your videos. It's Chris. It's Chris, the stick." Doesn't that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then Chris said, "Nah, I'm not gonna work on this," and so he gave it to me, and everyone got mad because nobody likes me. And that was a shitstorm. And people were calling it unfunny and shit, like what my ideas were, which, they weren't wrong because I was a bad user at this point. Eventually it got canceled, but then Orca took it back because, why not?
The elaborate and intricate lore of Hellamar.
But most importantly, what I meant to discuss on the LMR episode, what I also meant to discuss on the original version of the Discord episode. Let's talk about Michael. 15
Michael.
Knuckles lover.
So, the last reason, along with the true reason I left. And it has something to do with what I left out.
No, don't say it yet. We gotta elaborate.
Okay.
Former user
Okay.
went by the name fucking Michael Ouija somehow got forum mod. Wasn't funny, but he had this raging hate boner for Sword Art Online, which, bad shit, it's an anime. What do you expect? But he couldn't stop talking about it. And we didn't know why.
What the fuck?
And now you can say the copy paste, Denning.
Oh, they actually have to dig it up. I only memorized the first line of it. Wait,
Oh.
hold on. 1 sec. Okay. The last reason, along with the true reason I left, and it has something to do with how I lashed out, was Arsena. But not because of my hate for her. Oh no, it's my love for her. I've become really, really horny for her. And also really, really despise myself for it. Instead of actually doing the whole moving on from SAO thing, I insist about having sexual fantasies about the one starting with an A. I'm not going into
Oh,
details, but frankly, they're disgusting. It's to the point where I can't breathe for 1 second without looking at a picture of her. It's that dreadful. And because on that night I left LMR court, I was super horny about her. I thought I had to do some shit comeback in order to please her. And we all know that doing this doesn't actually satisfy a fictional female anime character. Near leaving would have kept me from talking about her in an even better succession rate, or possibly look like this more. See, this is where his sentence structure just kind of collapses. If I actually had the dignity to find some therapist that'll actually sit through all my talking about us, not just to have even a small group of solving the problem, I'll do it. Poetry.
I like the description, the one starting with an A, because that could describe a lot of things. Imagine describing Adolf Hitler as the one starting
one
with an A.
make an edit to the copy pasta where it's like, it's Adolf Hitler.
The one starting with an A. Well, that was a lot of intro. Let's talk about Discord.
Alrighty. Finally,
If
we
you
can
want to
get
know
on
what
with
Discord is-
Discord in the Discord episode.
If you want to know what Discord actually is, watch the Dunning podcast.
Yeah, we already did a Denning podcast episode about Discord, so
That's
we basically described
that's
what
probably
it was.
better. Watch that. I recommend watching that instead. So, God damn it! I'm stumbling on words again, like I did last time. I'm autistic. I apologize. Now I remember. So Sakuraichu decided to move LMR to this shitty like media wiki thing that looks like Encyclopedia Dramatica. No one liked it, and no, he didn't even tell anyone about it. He just said, "Hey, let's do this." Didn't get any permission from anyone, because that's the type of person Sakuraichu is. And one of the big developments was that because this like weird media wiki thing had no chat, they said, "Oh, we're gonna move to this new Discord server that God damn it, who owned the original meme-based alpha?"
Mem.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Of course, it's him.
And Radman was admin on it.
Of course.
Yeah. Why does Mem love Radman?
Well, he's white and Redman is black.
Yin, it's
Wait,
the fucking...
is this confirmed that Mem is white? Why do I doubt it?
I mean, he's like 8 feet tall, and only white people are tall.
Very interesting.
I don't know about the veracity of this, but go on.
I think I remember him claiming his parents were English or some shit.
So then there's like a big hyper war, big civil war. Captain Miiverse, Civil War.
Oh,
It's
hell
bet-
yeah. The first of many.
So we got the Discord people, I guess, let's call them that, which is like Mem,
Discord
Fred,
cronies.
Saku, Radman.
We must call
Yeah,
them
Discord cronies. Discord cronies. Mem, Julian, Sakuraichu, Fred.
Sakuraichu wasn't a Discord crony entirely.
I don't know.
Mem was also more neutral, I'd say.
Okay, I don't really know, but then there was the Wiki loyalists, and that was me,
Then-
Sheldon, Wilhelm. You were one of them, yeah.
Yeah. They basically
So-
led the wiki doing this time.
So I'm just kind of like the spy, not the spy, but like
Spy.
the wiki spy on these shitty Discord niggers.
Not the. Big difference between this spy and this spy.
Yes.
We're gonna do a podcast episode about the spy.
Yeah. But yeah, one day, the meme-based alpha says, "Hey, fuck this. We're going to go on Community Central and we're gonna rate the shit out of there." Now, if you don't know what Community Central is, that was like a big chat that was like the main Wikia chat, I guess. It had a lot of the Wikia admins.
It's like the capital of Wikia.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got into a few scrapes with them a few times, but that's
I
not
went there for JavaScript help.
So they decided to dick around there. I'm like, "Hey, these guys are rating this place. Let's go, bitches!" And we go, bitches.
Unbelievable
And-
IQ.
Then autism. You see, because Wikia admins have power on one website, that might mean they have power on another website. And thus I ask the Wikia admin to remove the Discord server. Now I
This
don't
always
remember my
fucking cracks me up.
I don't remember my exact thinking here. I may, keyword being may, just have asked them to fucking ban the Discord users and not the Discord server itself. But, that's giving me the benefit of the doubt, and we should not do that to autistic J Mike.
So
And-
Last time we gave the benefit of the doubt to J Mike, we put up a picture of what was it, Tannen as Goldsmith?
What?
Epic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. he
Oh
did.
yeah. That wasn't Goldsmith.
Made me look like an idiot.
So in
Made
order
us
to-
look like an idiot. But, okay, yeah, mostly.
Okay, so in order to win the total war against Discord, I eventually devised an attack plan. Operation Harem Base Revenge. Okay, so This was like an epic thread. This was an obvious shitpost, but then like 500 billion Discord cronies came flooding in and acted like they were about to get raided. It was glorious. Not very important though. Nothing actually happened, by the way.
Oh yeah, I remember like the Wikia people actually somehow managed to make the LMR banner get changed to like a shitty picture of Harambe because that was a funny meme at the time.
Yeah, the Harambe Age of LMR.
Oh. God, am I
So-
glad I wasn't involved in this shit.
So Wikia lives for a few more months. Unlike they coexist, I guess. I'm never on Discord. I don't care about Discord. I genuinely describe Discord as a shitty version of Skype. Which it is. By the way, we are recording this on Skype. Don't ask how we got Sheldon in here earlier. It doesn't matter.
I wonder if I should actually put Sheldon in the thumbnail.
What if we just call this video when it uploads the Skype episode?
The Skype episode.
Maybe. So yeah, they coexist, but eventually the Wikia dies, and there's meme-based alpha, and eventually that dies. Does it get archived? I don't remember.
I don't think so. I mean, we'd know about it by now.
Yeah. And then there's Google It Up Shitlord, which is owned by Radman, because of course it is.
Who's making these shitty decisions?
I don't remember much about Google It Up Shitlord, except that
What I remember is that Redman literally spammed his server entirely over meme-based alpha, and they just all moved into his server overnight.
me didn't hear about that.
It was a coup d'etat.
But yeah, Radman. I remember
Coup
Pendus
d'etat.
being a mod for some reason. That was weird. I remember how the
Pendus
server.
should not be mod.
Yeah.
But then again, Redman should not be owner, so what could the damage be?
I mean, yeah. I'm trying to remember the moderation. I remember Radman and Mem and Eggy and Pendus and is that it? I want to say Dezant, maybe Fred.
Was the Zant even around in Java?
Dezant probably wasn't around because I'm the reason Dezant exists.
Fuck you,
Fuck
Sebastian. We found out in the
Yeah.
original Discord episode that Sebastian's a really shitty user.
Yeah, Sebastian is responsible for literally every shitty thing that happened on Discord ever. Not even exaggerating. And
Yeah,
Sebastian is basically the Jew.
I am indirectly responsible for all the shitty users on Discord.
So anyway, that's all I remember about the original Google It Up Shitlord. Then after that, Radman gives up. Radman and Mem, I should mention. They give everyone admin. The server is chaos for about a half hour, and then
I
it's just
remember-
deleted.
I remember Discord refugees coming to the March to talk about this, so I basically experienced this alive.
I was one of the people that was promoted to admin, so. And
I
that's
was
the
not
only
Discord at
time
this
I've
time.
ever had authority. It's the only time I ever will have authority. And that's kind of disappointing. No.
Well,
no, it isn't.
well, if it's the only time you've ever had authority, maybe you're disappointing.
Fair.
Yeah.
But anyways, afterwards, Google It Up Shitlord 2.0 comes out. Eggy is the owner now. Most people get reinvited. Radman and Mem don't. They've moved on to better things.
It never takes off.
It kind of did. It just wasn't around for very long. And Google It Up Shitlord 2.0 ended up getting archived. It still exists. The server's still up, but only like 10 people are in it, and no one can post in it.
Give invite.
I'm not in there anymore. I'm trying to remember who was in there when it was archived. I want to say Monado guy, Nukenzack, Pendus. Is Pendus still in there? Not what matters. And everyone moved on to a bigger and better place. And this is where Sebastian steps in.
Yes.
Are we talking
Yeah, I
about
step in.
Yes.
GGG now?
Yes, we're talking about Nigga Namby Noop.
So, Gigagambi Group. This is where I really got my start of existing, and this is where several shitty users will begin their journey of Discord,
Thank you.
and I am the one to start it. Right, so a little bit before this is when I first joined Discord. Desant, Fred, and I start this YouTube channel called Infinite Radiance, based on the title of Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance, and the icon of it was Ike.
If I recall correctly, wouldn't this later become Meme Crew?
No, Meme Crew was completely unrelated, and I was also on Meme Crew, and Meme Crew is still great.
Meme Crew's... Yeah.
I will always fondly look back on Meme Crew. But anyways, so Gigagambi Group. After Infinite Radiance, that sort of falls apart because we want to try and be the next Vine Sauce. I'm the only person who can competently edit on this. And that's why I'm the editor on the podcast. So, a few months later, my friend Michael, known as Gigagambi, who I've known...
Knuckles lover.
No, completely different user. So Michael Gigagambi, more you fucker. I don't know.
We could probably have an entire episode about Gigagambi because I have a lot of stories back on Miiverse about him.
We'll get him on an episode. We'll get him.
Yeah,
on
we will.
Episode.
Just won't be
because I've been friends with him for like 4 or 5 years. I became friends with him his freshman year of high school, and now he's in college. He's about to finish his first year of college, so... Right, I've been friends with him forever, so he invites me to his server. I get automatic admin. And this is where the first bit of shit happens, because...
Now, okay, just a second. We didn't discuss this in the original Discord episode. Wasn't this originally a joke Moyu fan server?
It was indeed originally a joke, and then he decided to make it a real server.
Yes.
So there was a short period of time before the server was made public. It was technically public on his Twitter, but he had yet to put it in a video. So this was before it was very public.
Before it was annoyingly public.
Yes. So the first issue that arose was, oh no, we needed staff. So I'm like, okay, well, I know some people. So I ring up Skype and I get my friend at the time, which his name, of course, is Desant.
Fuck you.
Yeah. So I get Desant. I get Fred.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I think
Why did you do this to us, Sebastian?
Desant and Fred were the first 2 terrible users. I was like, oh, hey, these guys know what they're doing. Make them staff.
No, they don't.
I know. I would give anything to go back and slap that kid in the face. That kid being me.
Can Sebastian be on the shitty user episode?
Yeah.
More on that later. Not later in this podcast, but you'll see.
Right, so this is what I'm going to refer to as the pre-LMR era. So, the evolution of the pre-LMR era goes as follows.
So this is like Byzantine Anatolia.
Yeah. This is when we start making the first channels. There is, at first, debate among the staff over should we have the gaming and art, or should we have gaming, art, and videos on the same channel as media, or should we have them separate?
Why I don't even remember you discussing this last episode. Why would they have all those at the same channel? That's fucking autistic.
Yeah, well, they went ahead and did it anyways. So
fuck.
In my opinion, there should have been a gaming politics channel to discuss the uprising.
Rise up.
So there's actually never, I don't think there's ever a politics channel on GGG, and if there was, it was before me, or it was after me.
There might be now. I know that there's
after me.
I think there's the homework help channel now.
Right. So, the first big issue, the very big issue that arises is the decision of whether or not we should make a serious channel. Now, this is before I met Denning, but I am basically the Denning of GGG before Denning is Denning of GGG, where I basically say no to everything that the staff ever comes up with, except I lose most of the time.
This, I mean, saying no to everything is perfectly reasonable when you consider what GGG stuff actually looks like.
Yes. So, the reason why we were going to make a serious channel, or why they wanted to make a serious channel, is because after the pre-LMR era, there's some epic internet venting going on.
Epic.
And of course, the smartest thing to do when you're having an emotional issue is to talk about it with people from the Gigagambi Discord group. And one of the biggest offenders of epic internet venting is a man wants to be a woman known as Lank/Specs.
Oh, here we go again.
And this is the first major staff incident. So, what happened?
Oh yeah, before this happens, I actually do have to admit something, and I'm not proud of it. I used to not hate Lank, but I had a good it wasn't a good reason. It was a reason. Because I would constantly make these rabbit rooms in LMR chat that no one would join, and then Lank would join them, and it made me happy.
Lank was one of the 2 users that made me join Discord.
Right, so Lank was a big venter. And if you don't know, I believe, was this mentioned in the LMR episode where Lank was a user who would talk about cutting himself with a piece of plastic on LMR chat?
I don't believe so.
Yes. Well, this is the caliber of user that we are dealing with here. And for some reason, because I had nothing to do with this, I don't believe. Denning, or not Denning, of course. Lank was made an admin.
Did you just call Lank Denning?
Yeah, on accident. Right, so.
Everything you do is best.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm the editor. So, this is now the invasion of LMR era. And what happens is, Lank and I get into an argument. Why do we get into an argument? Well, there's a sacred document on my computer from this time period, and I will read out the title for you right now. And it goes as following. Case 1, Specs and Sebastian.txt. This is a Supreme Court tier, in-depth discussion about what should be done about the conflict. Now, what is the conflict about? Well, let me read off Article 1, Section 2 of Case 1, Specs and Sebastian. Section 2. Specs must no longer talk about bestiality in the public chats in the Right, so.
It's still funny.
Bestiality. What was Specs talking about? Well, my cat was on its deathbed at the time. And I was discussing it in VIP chat. I said, oh, well, my cat's dying. Oops. Guess I gotta make the best of it. And I mentioned that he has 3 legs because he lost one in the back when he was a small kitten, but that's not relevant. What is relevant is Specs' reaction to me talking about this.
Oh yeah, send the image. Send the image that has all the...
I will send the image. I have to.
Yeah, we'll read off quotes one by one.
Right. Let me get the image here. It's all the way up, almost. There we go. Okay, so open original, copy paste. This is a legendary image, and I'll post it on the video now. So, this image is a compilation of just the greatest quotes.
I like the
from Lank. Yeah. So, Specs said that he wanted to fuck my cat with 3 legs. This is a thing that actually happened, and I was somehow punished for being mad at him for it.
Would you fuck a cat at here?
Let a lot of cum out in that cat.
Maybe because I do want to fuck them, and that's an issue.
Wanting to fuck a cat that is yours and you go over the edge?
Man, I would fuck a cat so hard.
I'm allowed to tell you that you're terrible because you said you wanted to fuck my cat.
Best moanin'.
If you have a problem with that, you're not worthy of my cum.
And I love the parts of this image from Mem. That like Mem is a like super centrist motherfucker, but even this crossed the line for him. Seriously, Lenk, fucking stop.
Man, I'll give you this stuff all night, like cum in that cat.
I said sorry.
I like bestiality, okay?
Sorry, I like fucking your 3-legged cat.
Alright, I think they get the point.
These are just legendary audio clips now.
So, so what happens is, temporarily, Specs and I are stripped of our admin status, but we are then given them back. And if we bring up the incident, we will face a 72-hour ban and a 2-week strip of admin privileges because it spelled wrong in the document, and I'll have a screenshot of that up right now. I'll probably post a download to this document in the description because it's golden. I'm not going to read it all out because last time we did that and it took way too long.
Yep.
I want to point out one epic thing. The definitions part. So, definitions. Public chats are and not limited to general, VIP general. Let's talk about VIP general. So, VIP general is a channel that we created because we were expecting an amount of shitty users to come in once a video was posted with the Discord invite. So we gave basically all of the quote-unquote good users a role called VIP, and we let them in VIP general. Unbeknownst to us, these would actually be the shittiest users of all time. Okay, so
the VIP system makes sense in theory, but it only works if you
staff calling the shots.
It only works if you actually put good users in there.
Yeah,
so
like
the reason
Okay.
The reason why VIP chat exists is because of me. Dirty old racist me against the dumb mutts. So, after this, right, so here comes the invasion of LMR, and I've described this as the ethnic replacement of the original settlers of GGT. So, the video in which the Discord invite is first posted is uploaded. And we initiate the plan for VIP chat. And with this comes a user known as Isan. Ison, I don't really know. Some Arab kid.
Who cares?
I just say Isan.
Yeah. So, his whole thing is he's like a little kid who is a big fan of Giga Gambi. And because he is a small child, of course the staff takes issue with him and wants to ban him immediately.
I thought they took issue with him because he's an Arab.
No, that'd be my reasoning for banning him now. But no.
Maybe it's both.
So I am basically the only one. I think one other person is opposed to this. But I am the main voice for not banning him And what is my reasoning? Well, dirty old constitutionalist Sebastian at age 13 takes an issue with this because he broke no rules.
I actually never really thought. You never actually really mentioned why. I mean, like the specific bad things he did. I'm sure he was a little retarded, dumb, terrible user, but what
he was
exactly
basically
did
he was basically just annoying and just wanting to talk to Michael all the time.
Having to wait for rules to ban a user is always shitty.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't give a shit about rules now. All right, so
Fuck you! I don't do what you tell me.
Fuck you, I don't do what you tell me.
over time, tensions increased between me and the staff. A new role was introduced on the hierarchy of the staff, known as Staff Plus. I was the first individual to ever receive Staff Plus.
You have to imagine Staff Plus is like Atheism Plus.
I was the first ever individual on the server to be given the role Staff Plus, along with Michael's brother, Gamby the Fourth, and his cousin. I don't even know if she's on the server anymore. I still talk to both of them. They're great, I guess. But the eventual final straw happens because an incident in which basically all of the general chat in GGG has a spam fest, including the staff. And so they take this opportunity to ban Asan for his awful spamming, even though literally everyone on chat, including me and including Dezant, who Dezant was the biggest mouthpiece for the anti-Asan movement.
Let's be honest here. That's actually
was all
pretty smart.
spamming. What?
Convince him that they're not spamming. I mean, convince him to spam because everyone else is doing it. Then boom, he's banned because he's shit.
Yeah, it was Jewish though, so I had to get rid of. I had to throw
Civil rights for his son.
Yeah, civil rights for his son. This I unban him unconstitutionally, and this is the final straw. I describe this as the exile of Napoleon. After the final straw, I am exiled from Giga Gambi Group.
You also have to buy new straws.
Yes, I have. So this around this time, this is the October-November transitional period. And then comes along Christmas or New Year's, and they have a vote on categories of users for the for New Year's resolutions or whatever. I would like to point out that one of the categories was cutest couple.
Oh god, I remember. I actually remember wait, this was what year was this? Sorry.
This was 2016, almost 2017.
Yeah, I remember joining actually that day.
Right, so the cutest couple voted on GGG was, of course, the greatest user of all time, Fred, and a user known as, at the time, Sachi, but in the past, I quit.
Wasn't I already around at this point?
I don't know.
Is this 2016, 2017?
This is 2016. This is basically New Year's. This is basically 2017.
I've been around for like 3 months.
Okay. Well,
Anyway.
let me finish this off real fast before the reunion, because the reunion is one of the greatest parts of GGG, in my opinion. And another category was most missed user, because everyone was emotionally connected to GGG, except for me, because I fucking left that bitch. So, the most missed user, of course, was me. And what did Dezant messaged me, and he said, he sent me a screenshot of the poll or whatever, and he said, Sebastian, come back, we miss you. And I believe my exact response was, fuck off, LOL.
The
That would have been the
Gambi
smart
Awards
move.
thing was great. There was like this category called Best Band User, and for both Most Misuser and Best Band User, Sheldon put hopefully Denning soon.
Oh, what?
Yeah, at the time this was really
What?
epic.
That is fucking epic. Oh god, it was something else I was gonna say and I forgot it. Didn't Mem like win Best User?
I won Favorite Communist, so
But who won
Favorite
Best
communist.
User?
I don't know who Best User was.
I swear to God, it was Mem. It might have been Dazan.
It is my God-given right though to have that favorite commie role.
You are my favorite commie. That sounded
Please
really
get
gay.
away
I'm
from me,
sorry.
faggot.
Yeah. I will.
Sebastian, continue.
I'm going.
Oh, you want me to continue? I thought you were gonna say your stuff.
You go through your whole saga first, and then I go
Oh,
through
my
mine.
like all my shit up until Leningrad or what?
I mean, it'd be kind of messy to figure out where our paths continue off of each other otherwise.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just say all my shit. I'll cut that bit out. All right. So
Thank you.
the reunion. Now, Gigagambi goes, "Hey, Sebastian, I'm going out to go watch a movie. You're admin again. Make sure they don't cause any trouble." So I go ahead, take up my position once more, and who goes into an autistic fit? Mem. Mem goes into an extreme autism fit, and he bans me
fuck?
straight up from the server.
What the fuck?
In reply, Gigagambi temporarily bans him, brings him back.
I don't remember this.
I do, because I was the one getting banned.
How could he forget it?
Must have been
So-
asleep.
The response to this is a complete shitstorm. Why? Well, we didn't have a staff vote on this, is the response from all of the staff, because democracy, guys!
Yo, democracy.
Because that's never failed or anything.
Never.
Right, so the whole entire chat is in a shitstorm, and the person with the highest rank online is Gigagambi's cousin. So what she does, I tell her, okay, hey, listen, this is what Michael said. You should probably listen to him. And she's like, I don't know. So instead, what she does is closes off the entire server from talking.
Me.
So what do we do instead? We join voice chat, and through this comes a lot of factions. People who want me to get the fuck out, people who want me to stay, people who don't give a shit, people who are causing chaos just for the purpose of causing chaos. Me, who is kind of neutral at the start, but then becomes a chaos person. And I remember changing my username on Discord to Mature Staff because I couldn't type. So eventually, I get banned. Michael comes back and basically doesn't give a shit.
Smart.
So that is my history with Gigagambi Group. And then comes 2017, full swing.
By the way, I'm just saying this now. You don't have to talk about everything from that because, like, near the end, it was like the exact same shit over and over again. But you can.
So
I'll just loudly yell, I don't fucking give a shit once it becomes too much.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So 2017 begins, and I've been sort of fermenting away, not really being in any big servers because I don't
really
have
don't give a
GGG
shit.
anymore. And then Link DMs me. I know, Link. Through the incident, Link was demoted and kind of disgraced. But a little bit before this, when I still had my rank and before the exile, I did one thing. I gave a user known as Radman elite status.
You dumb motherfucker.
And by this time, he was admin.
Yes, by this time, he had become an admin.
You bastard.
Bad future.
So,
Yeah,
Link?
good, bad future.
Link asks me, hey, would you like to make a new server with me so we can fight
No.
and rise up against Gigagambi Group? So me and a few ex-Gigagambi Group users and some new users pop up to create this new server. And we call it Project N. I play it on the Super Smash Bros. Brawl mod Project M, but instead with an N for nigger.
Wait, is that actually what it stood for?
What?
Is that actually what it stood for?
Yes.
I was about to make a Project Nigga joke. Fuck.
Yeah, that's actually what it stood for.
Project Nigger.
And here comes
Nay.
here comes one of the
Nay.
here comes one of the greatest national focuses I've ever done. Alliance with the Red Hood.
Oh yeah.
So, Red is a notorious user. Super
Great
Kai
user.
60, Super Kai 64, the Red Hood,
Antikins.
Antikins,
Snake Dude 5.
Snake Dude 5.
Yes, this many fucking names?
Yes. So what happens is Link is we what we're trying to accomplish with Project N is we're trying to make a constitutional monarchy, basically. And we basically give Link no power. We gave Link no power whatsoever, even though it's his server and he can basically do whatever the hell he wants. But this is a good thing because Link is a shitty user. Link does something incredible. A user known as EBF Lover 776 is promoted to moderator.
Wait, that
We've already talked about EB in the past, so you
Great
already
user.
know how terrible this is. And it is terrible.
Imagine if we got Evie on the podcast.
Holy shit, that would never happen.
We could try.
Link disappears for a while. And he has his puppet, Jake Inu, try to take his position, but he has also kind of disappeared. So, the server is basically left up to me and Red. And this is the best period of the server.
What
Because
could possibly go wrong?
Despite him being Red, he's actually not too much of an idiot with his management. He's actually pretty competent. Somehow.
Top 10 things that never happened.
Number
Number 1 is the Holocaust.
This is before his e-girl. This is before the e-girl, so that's why. After we decide to take leadership of the server together, I go on vacation. 3 days in the mountains of West Virginia. And I
Only
was
3
telling
days.
this to the staff, and a certain Mr. Bretta, who is also on the team.
Bretta was a staff member of this?
Yeah, Bretta was on this.
It's kind of
And
weird.
he says the notorious quote, "No worries, Sebastian. The server will be in good hands while you're gone." What
And
happens?
He was right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So,
I am right.
I take a vacation, and then I come back, and guess who? It's Link and Jake Inu, who have started a civil war. What happens is I am greeted to French occupation in my beautiful American server. All of the channel names are in French. The server name is in French. The server aesthetic is French. Lots of people have their username in French. Benning, what the fuck are you doing?
I am breathing the whatever French anthem is called out of my nose.
I'll edit it in.
The only good thing about the French is that one scene in Food Fight where they're singing the French national anthem, but also Brand X. Did I just make a fucking food fight reference? Forgive me.
Yes. So, I come back, and my alliance with Red is better than it ever has. The people that join our alliance are Untundra, known as Tar, Star,
May God save us all.
a user known as Star, and I am Zoo.
Please help me.
A
Oh
user
my
that
fucking God.
a user that I had previous history with, but I decided, you know what, I'll make amends. So we fight the Civil War.
Why do you do this, Sebastian? Like, honestly, this was like the worst thing that ever happened.
So the Civil War ends in less than a day, and as commander of the Red Army, I decide to destroy the server, and a new motto is coined. There is an image of this that Red made for a meme for the next server called Great Days that we made after Project N is deleted. Great Days is
The motto
Great
for
Days-
reference is workers of the world unite.
yes, workers of the world unite. No. If I can find this image, GD quotes. Fuck, where is GD?
Find the image faster, you Mongol.
Shut the fuck, Mongol. Mongoloid, you mean?
Yeah, sure, Mongoloid.
In Germany, we
Calm.
just say Mongol.
Just calling me Mongol. I'll throw it up on screen, but basically, what it is I destroy servers for fun because I gain a reputation for deleting servers and basically shitposting the hell out of them.
Thanos' car.
Motherfucker!
So we make a new server, and here comes the rise of God Emperor the Red Hood. Red takes power. Red takes power as leader of Great Days, and things start okay, but it eventually falls. And the first
Why
symbol of
wouldn't
this is
He just didn't have enough to wham.
and the first symbol of this is the Untundra. Tar gains power over me as admin as Red's e-girl. I remember while
Absolutely
this,
of monarchism.
while this happened, we used to play a game called Secret Hitler a lot, which is actually kind of fun.
Good game, good game.
Yeah, it's actually kind of fun. I haven't played it in a while though.
Not very secret, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too good because we all know who the Hitler is.
Yeah, just
So-
read all along.
Lank's death. Lank comes to Great Days in an attempt at reclaiming the land he once owned, and it doesn't go well, and Red epic pwns him.
Ouch.
So this is where things get rough. Things get really, really rough. Red creates his own ideological party called the Red Party.
Communism.
A divide between the staff is starting to show because I also create my own party. I think mine's called like the Purple Party or something.
Based.
Of course it was.
Yeah, I had a purple name, so I made it the Purple Party.
What other fucking color would it be?
Absolutely based and red pilled. Purple.
So I lead one half and Red leads the other. And now here comes the Great Days gay genocide.
Upvoted.
Was the genocide in gay, or were you just genociding gay people?
The genocide of gay people, supposedly.
Sounds like both, though.
So, Red proposes a rule known as Rule 7, stating that only males and females are allowed in the server. Made-up genders are not allowed.
What the fuck? I love red now.
It's pretty based and red pilled. Red pilled.
So Red and his r/Turning Point USA new rule causes a shit show, and the rule is repealed immediately. But we
Why?
from that, we get a great user quote from a user known as Mist, not the one from the LMR episode, a different Mist. M-I-S-T, as opposed to M-Y-S-T. And we get the quote, "Remember when you banned all non-Christians? This is ironic considering the only Christian on the staff was a user known as Shin Dumb Name." Who is Shin Dumb Name? Well, Shin Dumb Name, is a user known as Tony from Egypt.
I thought it was known as Shindum name.
And he shows up one day. I don't know how he is actually given the invite. I think it's because it's some epic JoJo reference, and he's like, "Oh fuck yeah, I love anime."
He was given it by the CIA. Why do you think he's from Egypt?
Shit, you're right. I Am Zoo takes immediate action and leaves the server because he has previous history with it. And God, I wish I heeded his warning.
Man, Yams is really based.
And here comes the Civil War plan. Times have changed in Great Days, and after great triumphs against the offensive in Project M, I am now known...
The server is now known as Sapar Days.
Yeah. I am now known for my epic military strategy. The parties have been completely split across the server, and the popularity falls on my side. Tony and I plan to destroy Great Days to liberate the people. While this goes on, Red implements an epic democracy move, and he's like, "Hey, we should have consistent weekly polls to see how people feel about the staff in Great Days."
Fucking weekly?
Yes, weekly.
Weekly.
That gets pretty annoying.
Much to his avail, Red is actually one of the least popular users on these polls.
Oof.
And because of this, it ends prematurely. Red, Tar, and Star take action before Tony and I can execute our war plans, and we are kicked from the server, and Mega Man X fascism is established. They basically turned the server into a big Mega Man roleplay thing.
Me.
What did they mean by this?
They all roleplayed as Mega Man characters and renamed the server to some Mega Man shit. And so, Great Days is going to die. The user base is pissed off. Everyone's pissed off. I'm pissed off. Tony and I are pissed off. Red, Tar, and Star are pissed off. God is pissed off that this is happening.
Even I'm pissed off for no fucking reason.
He already said God.
So Tony and I decided to create a new server called Mementos Depths. This is an epic Persona reference. So
everything you do is fucking epic.
I know, right? This is established in response to the fascist state of once Great Days, and a new era is reigned in.
This is the anti-fascist action.
Yes, this is anti. So, Mementos Depths is run by me as the head of a military junta. I'm the sole leader, along with Tony, who's co-owner, even though he's just an admin role below me. He doesn't actually have shit. So, first we start making claims on foreign territory. Of course. The best thing every empire should do. Invade. I actually have a list of servers that we invaded and destroyed. Post that image.
You better pay attention or else you're gonna get on the list.
Yeah, you better not fuck with, because I know it's killlist.png. Now this is epic. Confirmed kills.
It has like a nice little Persona Weeby aesthetic.
Yeah, it does.
Why?
Because I really liked Persona 5 at the time.
You know, I got
Persona 5 was out at this time?
Autism just looking at it.
That was the intended intended thing.
Dude, I can feel like autism meiosis. It is seeping into my skin.
I know, right? How do you think I feel just post?
What are you talking about? I like Sonic.
All right,
Okay, that
shut
was
the
a bad
fuck up.
joke. I'm sorry.
Along with this, we make epic. Okay. Let me explain this. In the video game Persona 5, there are these epic, so epic that my voice cracked. Epic.
These epic.
Yeah, these epic things that they do to get their enemy, and they're called calling cards. So we actually made one of these, or we made a few of these. We made one during Great Days, for Ace Chaos, because
I don't know about this shit.
Where is it? Chaos. Is it? Let me look at our DM. Okay, so, oh god, this is so red. We made this during Great Days, and this is the calling card that
Okay,
we
hold on,
made.
let me look at this shit. Sir Ace Chaos, the Führer of Ace Chaos. You know how low you are. Your server is losing tons of activity and that you have nothing to do. We will offer your mod position and an Ouya.
Yeah.
Let bygones be bygones. Let's put this gay shit behind us. From the Phantom Kex of Great Days.
And whenever you
Tar, Sebastian, and the rest of Great Days staff, and a bunch of faggots.
do any of you have a sudden interest in trains and elevators?
And Ace's response, pathetic.
We're going to steal your gay.
Holy shit, this is new and this is fucking hilarious.
So this is an actual thing that was going to happen. Fred was going to send Ace Chaos and Ouya to him if he went on the server and became a mod. Unironically, he was going to send an Ouya to him.
Fucking what?
Also, something that happened on Great Days is Tar and I forced Red to cut his hair. And I still have screenshots of this.
This was like that half the time when you were talking about this in the original episode was fucking boring. This is hilarious.
Yeah, I know. I might still have some screenshots, but I will post those on the actual episode because I can't find them right now. And if I did that, well, that would take a while to find.
Oh my god.
So, what happened after this was after I made the kill list. As you can see, there are a few servers on here. We have Project N killed twice because before Link tried to claim our territory, he brought it back, but we killed it in activity through epic meme warfare.
Never underestimate the power of meme magic.
A server called Wholesome Friends by a man known as Richard Cabenza, also known as Kirito, also known as I don't give a fuck. This guy was basically like a pedophile, and we basically fucked with him and his shit.
I mean, he has an enemy username, so this is kind of redundant to point out.
Yeah.
I actually have a recording on my YouTube channel of Tony and I destroying the server that he made for his hug box. I might post a little clip of that right now. I might not because I don't really care. So we have that. And afterwards, Vietnam happens because a user known as Cameron, the leader of a server known as In-House, we decide to troll the libtard awesome style because Cameron is a
What other
major
style could it be?
I know, right? Cameron is a major liberal, and he still is a major liberal. So we decided to troll the libtard epic style. Well, this doesn't go very well. I'm really the only person who cares about this, because the invasion of in-house is met with resistance of occupation, and Cameron fights back against the forces with the assistance of a previously mentioned user, Jmurph. Jmurph and Cameron make an alliance to try and scare the spooky Memento's depths into dying. And it succeeds, because the Treaty of Versailles is signed, and we reach an agreement. Memento's depths is demilitarized, and morale is low. Power is transferred to Tsar,
Beta server.
and he breaks the Tsar rule. The Tsar rule is something that we established in Great Days, where Tsar was not allowed to delete the server. Tsar deleted the server.
God damn it!
And because
It's
of
like
this,
you all. It's almost like I saw that coming. Nah, I
Indeed.
didn't.
because of this comes the rise of Tony. I basically have a meltdown, going off on everyone, blaming. If you've seen that clip of like basically the end of Der Untergang, where Hitler's blaming all of his generals.
Just say downfall.
Okay. I fucking so I'm having my Hitler rant. I should have purged my generals like Stalin, you know. Having that rant to all of the server. Basically everyone's crying like the scene from Downfall. And I basically say, I'm done. Fuck off. I'm never going to be in your community ever again.
You know, I just want to point out how nice it is that even though we already technically recorded this, last time you telling this was so forgettable that this all seems like a new story to me.
Yeah, that's the same with me
Don't be
too.
bored.
This is so much better.
So the rise of Tony happens. After Mementos dies, Tony rises and he breaks the pact that he signs with Tsar, where Tsar was supposed to make the new server after Mementos died. However, that's not how it happened. I will post this screenshot. Wait, where is it? Not done. Basically, Tsar and Tony, like, okay, I'm gonna make a server after, let's see. Oh god, where the fuck is it? Basically what happens is, I go super spurred because, Tony made the server instead of Tsar. But, you know, I let this go. And what happens is, Tony basically becomes the king, and it gets to his head because, of course, what do you do when you give an Egyptian power?
You make the pyramids.
Yeah, the pyramid. Yeah,
When
right.
given a different power, what happens is that it's time for a duel.
It's time. Yeah, it definitely. Actually, we had a few interactions outside of the server where we made a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh references, and at the end, at the end of those interactions, I made a reference to that Yu-Gi-Oh movie that came out last year. But we're not going to talk about that right now.
Why the fuck do you know about shitty anime movies last year?
Ooh.
Yu-Gi-Oh, because I don't fucking know. Yu-Gi-Oh is something that I grew up with. Anyways,
I agree, but
That's not an excuse.
Miiverse podcast Yu-Gi-Oh episode.
oh yeah, I can talk about. Denning, didn't you say you had a deck once? All right, don't tell that bullshit with me.
Yeah.
All right, so after the server is made, the search for Sebastian happens. I am put on the admin team, and there is peace for a while. But what happens is, a friend of mine known as Malika, who is on the server and has done art for the server for the podcast,
Was even on an episode once.
Yeah, it wasn't even on in episode 1. Tony, for some ungodly reason, other than OMG, she thick,
Stop yelling at
LMAO
me.
waifu, makes her the co-owner of the server for no reason whatsoever.
Imagine promoting a Canadian.
I know, right? Oh wait,
Denning? Should we put him back in here again?
Yes.
So what happens is, Tony breaks the Treaty of Versailles, which I had pledged myself to honoring because I didn't want any trouble with Discord Gestapo. This was a very beta move of me, and I should have done more epic ruses instead of not doing any, because it would have been epic like Hitler. But instead, I decided to be not epic. So Tony has an epic new ruse planned, and I snap. Another civil war happens, and I create my new server, Stray Sheep.
That's
now
the
this-
most epic name.
Now, Stray Sheep is also a reference to another Atlas game called Catherine.
Isn't that the game that like Cantor used to be obsessed with?
I have no fucking idea. I thought that was Fire Emblem Echoes.
Cantor was like Elisa and the literature.
Oh, I'm thinking of Elisa. I'm thinking
Yeah,
of
that's
Elisa.
a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the schism happens, and a new civil war starts, and seemingly there's victory because I basically steal all of the users from Tony's server, and I get some people banned and not invited to Memento, or who were banned from the Meme Hell server. Meme Hell was Tony's server, and I basically take the users from that, and I get some popular users who aren't on that as a way of, convincing people to come to the server. And
I was there.
yes, this is where I first meet Denning on Meme Hell, because Denning is invited to Meme Hell by Sniper Joe.
Who the fuck is Denning?
Yeah, way back on GGG, I had no idea who Denning was, and he got mentioned randomly during the reunion period. And there's also a group chat for ex-GGG staff that I believe Denning was on.
Yeah, I was.
Right. So, I basically said, "Who the fuck is who? Denning is a literally who or something," and it became a bit of a meme for. But I wasn't on to really know it. Denning is invited to Meme Hell, and I believe he comes in with a Fire Emblem 7 reference or something.
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, so Denning comes in with a vague Fire Emblem 7 reference. And so a new meme emerges that Denning's only part of his personality is politics. Because the way we had our channel set up was we had a politics channel. That was basically my containment channel, where I talked about all the great aspects of conservatism, libertarianism, and no government.
Oh yeah, is this when the when was this?
This was 2017.
When in 2017?
Like
September.
September, yeah.
Was this like
December.
when the shitty? Oh, that was like before. We never actually did talk about like the shitty Denning is short meme that made no sense.
The Denning midget meme was like a year before.
Yeah, what was the point of that? Why did that happen?
That was like Corn Dude Gang trying to. I don't fucking know what the purpose of that was. But I don't know. It was kind of funny.
So yeah, the meme arises that Denning, all he can talk about is politics. I think he changes his picture to Hitler at one point just to make fun of this. I don't know exactly, I can't confirm, but it sounds like something he'd do. I vaguely remember his picture being Hitler at the time.
Might have.
So Denning gets banned for being a National Socialist.
Grr.
And at first I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I hate the Nazis, pwn them. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this is retarded. And I advocate for him to be unbanned. And this is where the second schism starts. Blah, blah, blah. Stray Sheep, I invite Denning. Stray Sheep is a weird server, staff-wise. We have Denning. We have me at the helm. Czar. Rudy. And Tar.
Of course, it's Rudy.
This is like the most cursed stuff.
It is easily the most cursed staff of all time.
Me, Tar, and Rudy on an administration.
And Czar.
I mean, I've had some history with Czar before,
Yeah.
but still.
So, Rudy is basically the last person that I trust, besides Czar, on who has been on all the servers, which is a big fucking mistake, because Rudy is an absolute fucking slimy snake bastard. I mean, he literally looks like Hirohito.
Good comparison.
Let me post a picture of. But yeah, Rudy, White Hirohito. He's the last
Hiroshito.
person. And then Rudy double crosses me while I am in biology class, and he basically invites all of epic raid, and Denning does his best to try and hold it down, but he can't do it really. What ends up happening is, and here's
Mike's cutting out a bit.
it is. Okay. So where did I cut out at?
No, it's still biology class again.
Right, so I was sitting in biology class, and Rudy.
I know I've seen these pictures
floodgates.
before, but I like his serious lack of chin.
Yeah, Rudy has no chin whatsoever. So take a look at these epic images, and the one on the bottom is supposed to be a take on a picture that I took. Let me find that.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid.
Right, so that's supposed to be a take on this image,
Forbidden technique.
and you can see the clear difference.
You look like Vine Sauce Joel in that image.
You're holding a...
There's not even close.
I know, Rudy is a tryhard. Rudy, a little fact about Rudy is he has a Twitter account known as Kira Abbey, who is he's role playing as a Danganronpa fangirl who's also like super.
Oh god,
autistic.
don't talk about that Twitter. That's fucking cursed.
You know about that?
Yeah, I don't remember who sent it to me, but like,
Yeah,
it was-
that's Rudy. That's Rudy. Yeah, Rudy is trying to be an epic ruser, and he's trying to be like me before the Treaty of Versailles, but he's failing epically because he doesn't know how to do anything properly without making it obscenely obvious. Rudy also tries to make some alts of red and bother Tar on Twitter with it, which is also kind of funny.
That was funny.
That was kind of funny because Tar is a retard.
I see what you did there.
Hard.
Tired.
So yeah, Rudy basically destroys my server. It becomes a puppet of Denningrad. And that server isn't really used anymore. That server is now currently known as Ram Ranch Arena Ultra Suplex Hold 2000.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, I didn't realize that was what that was for.
Yes, that was.
Oh my fucking god, we have to
was-
talk.
That was
We
the
have to-
Jewish Thunderdome. We can talk
That
about
was
that
a-
later.
There was some funny shit on Stray Sheep.
There
the
was
fucking
really-
dome. The dome was so good.
Nice base of red there.
Yeah, that
There
was
also-
pretty epic.
There's also nobody.
Yeah. I wonder if I can find anything. No, nothing in the audit log.
Yeah, it was all absolutely massacred.
Yeah, all of it was purged, except for the Jewish Thunderdome, which I will upload some great screenshots of that once we start talking about it.
Yeah, we'll
I'm gonna
talk
go
about
ahead.
that.
I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. Last time we didn't talk about it, but it's pretty funny shit.
It's
And
fucking hilarious.
there's some golden screenshots. So that's basically the end of my story. It should be noted that after Tar leaves this, Tar becomes an epic they them I just want to be a robot. Let me see if I can.
I missed all of this phase.
Yeah, I did too, but I did look at her I saw her Twitter. Let me see if I
I'm
can.
not sure if I even want to see this shit.
I think I do.
Let me see.
I live on the fucking edge. So, while we're at this, can we just talk about the formation of LMR Cord?
Yeah, Denning, you talk about your stuff.
Yeah,
now.
you talk about it. I have a shitty revisionist history version.
I was also in Gambi group, like, when I joined Discord. There's not really that much to talk about here, but there was one thing that Sebastian skipped over earlier, which was during this New Year's Gambi Awards thing. There was a legendary occurrence in the staff chat, which was whether a person could receive one award or 2 awards.
Oh, yes!
So, we argue about this for like literally 5 hours straight. And like into the new year, we argue about this fucking shit. This debate becomes known as 1 or 2 later on. And for those that were in it, this is like the peak of human civilization. At one point, we had the idea of just pinging everyone in the general chat and asking 1 or 2 and settling it that way. That really should have happened. We never did it though. Big lore moment anyway. So, eventually, like January. Actually, I disable LMR chat because it's LMR in December. And then, like, January,
Yep.
people are like, you know what? What if we take a Discord server and we take a JavaScript and we put a Discord server on the LMR wiki as the chat?
Me?
Everyone's like, okay. And so that's basically the plan. They make this shit, and that becomes LMR Cord. They never attach it to the LMR wiki because I argued to them for like 2 hours that is a fucking stupid idea.
Yeah.
Which it was. It becomes a private server instead. And basically, every active user from GGG moves into LMR Cord, even people who weren't even on LMR Scout.
LMR
So,
Cord
remember?
was LMR
Yeah.
Cord was a good server like near the beginning. I mean, was it?
Yeah, first few months were pretty good, I'd say.
All right, that's acceptable.
I did mute General the instant it was made and never unmuted it, so I can't really judge that.
I mean,
General
yeah.
was good. I can't actually judge it. The market was very drama-free, I'd say.
Like there was the one
until-
drama with what was it, Tomoko Hiroki, but that got
Yeah,
settled
Tomoko
within like a
Hiroki.
month.
Oh man.
Even though
That
Knuckles
happened-
was fucking annoying about it.
That
Remember, he
happened
tried to-
overnight for me.
He tried to combat the shitty anime girl with another shitty anime girl.
I didn't really see any of that shit.
Oh, it reeked of tism. Oh yeah,
Okay.
there was the wife which
What?
what?
Wife. You cut out a wife.
The waifu wars.
What?
The waifu wars.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The fucking waifu wars. Do you not remember the waifu wars? That was a shitty piece of drama.
I don't remember jack shit, no.
Okay, so there was this like dumb argument about the waifu wars that another
So the
Knuckles
waifu
reference.
wars were
the
the
ones
subject
that-
itself.
The ones that started with an M, because all these shitty waifus started. There was Sakuraichu, whose shitty waifu was Megumin, who shitty anime girl.
I
We had-
like how there's a meme video where it's like the FBI Twitter thinking, never mind, I'll cut that out.
There's P2, who has his fucking waifu as Mercy from watch. And then there's just Connor, whose shitty waifu is Marie from Splatoon, and it was the worst thing ever.
Connor.
Fuck Connor. Connor, I've given your TV. Just letting you know. I know you already know that, but you know. Yeah.
Connor, unironically, relationship.
What the fuck were we?
We're talking. Oh yeah, the staff. The LMR staff, for the most part, was completely ineffective.
Well, on Alamarcord, nothing really happened that needed the staff.
I mean, but also the people who were staff were tards.
Yeah, we had like, I mean, the stuff was owned by Psychorage. That is already the shittiest precedent to set. But you know, Psychorage didn't really do anything, so we can live with that. Then we have Monadagai as a chat mod. I am still depressed. Then we have Nukenzag as a chat mod. Nukenzag was just a big meme among the staff. There was this one epic post in the staff chat where Nuke unironically posts, "Who is a memer?" Are you all still here? What the fuck happened to J-Mike?
J-Mike. Oh, come on. You motherfucker. You muted at the fucking second we were talking about. He asked you.
Okay,
Let's talk about how gay J-Mike is for like 2 minutes, and I'm not going to edit this out.
and J-Mike is like, I'm not sure how much of a human being J-Mike actually is.
Actually, while this is going on, I was looking through Mem's Twitter follow, and I found some golden accounts, some absolutely fantastic fault accounts. So here's this one.
Autistic, gay, trans, femme, Lucina main.
Here's another one.
Soft trans girl. Crazy SJW. Mention describing yourself as a crazy SJW.
It's Chapone the conservatards.
This is like describing yourself as an epic conservatard.
What the actual fuck? I was just looking through here to find J-Mike's Twitter. Got it. So I was trying to find Rudy's. Actual fuck, man. Oh, alright, found another one.
Okay, what do we have here?
We have...
Oh, whoa, it's me. I'm a bit shy, but I try to be as nice as I can. Pansexual trans. They slash
Okay, I'm really sorry. What did I miss?
Nothing really.
What is this?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's just nothing.
Okay, so Monadagai was a chat mod. I'm still depressed that that happened. Nukenzag was a chat mod.
Nukenzag is a retard. He is a fucking poo in the lewd nigger.
Nukenzag was a big meme among the LMR staff. There was this one groundbreaking post in the staff chat where Nuke unironically says, "Who is a memer?"
Still a classic.
Nice.
Shit. Oops. Don't worry about that.
What is this shit?
This is just a nice pansexual trans.
I believe you. Anyway, besides Nuke and Zach, there was also Lucy, yes, who was cool, but wasn't there. There was
like definitely aesthetic.
There was Blazing Sword, who... Why was
Never
he
posed.
there?
Blazing was a mod on the wiki. Is
I mean, yeah, but
he was a
also...
decent chat
Mem was
mod,
never
like-
a mod on the wiki.
Yeah, but Mem was like a good user.
Not... I mean, yeah, but
I
not
would like
really.
to point out that 15 Knuckles Lover follows Sheldon on.
That's an important thing to note. There was Saku, who is just all around a really shitty user. There's, I know you like Saku, but Saku's bad.
Yeah.
Stefan, of course, one of the worst. Probably. Fuck Stefan.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know.
I mentioned this in the LMR episode, but it needs restating. I once got a headache because I talked to him, not in a voice chat, for 10 minutes. I just spoke words to me, and he annoyed me so much that he gave me a fucking migraine. With the power of his fucking words.
You used to shit talk him on Leningrad at the same time as he was DMing me about you. It was epic.
What did he DM you about? What did he DM you about me?
I DM'd him that you were shit talking him, and then he started talking about you.
What did he say about me? Doesn't even
I'm not
really
picking
matter.
that up right now. But
Okay, that works. But yeah, Stefan's gay, literally and figuratively, mostly
Yeah.
figuratively.
We had,
And
we had like 5 big debates in the serious channel.
oh my fucking god, that one debate where he said I was sexist because I called Hillary Clinton a whore. Classic.
Agreeable. So then,
Can I get into my chronicle with Radman?
sure.
Okay, me and Radman, this on again, off again, hatred and love. Not love, because that's gay. Hatred and then somewhat like each other for a time. This dated back all the way back to LMR. Like, for example, on LMR, I remember he got mad at me because I made a post about criticizing furries. That was fun. Not what matters. And this is around when Radman started sucking the cock of Mem, just digesting the semen in his cock. And it was the worst thing ever because Radman
of semen, as Gordon Ramsay once.
Radman has the thing where it's actually opinionate, and he just follows those around him. Sometimes it's Mem, sometimes it's Eki, sometimes it's DJ. But when it was Mem, it was the most fucking annoying.
I mean, I never really noticed it.
Redmond just has a thing where worst possible opinions.
Yeah.
Like some of his opinions like don't make any sense. Like one of my favorites, one of the classics from him was saying that Breath of the Wild was going to suck because it was open world and because of some like open world meme that doesn't actually exist. That was an actual quote by him. I don't get it.
Fuck?
That's something he said like right before the Switch came out.
I don't know if this is like a genetic thing, but Robin seems like predestined to have the worst opinion on any given subject.
Yeah, it probably is. So one day, I should mention, I knew that LMR was like kind of pretty bad. So most of my time wasn't even spent on LMR. It was spent DMing Luigi Dude shit. Me and Luigi Dude were good friends at this time. Luigi Dude, please come back to me. You were a treasure.
Cool.
Luigi Dude's cool. Cool as fuck. But it was, I remember the specific day, and I remember the location. It was the day of Super Bowl 51, and I was in Portland, Oregon. And there was always this curse that would happen where anytime I was in Portland, Oregon, I would get banned. This curse was recently broken, but just something bad would happen every time I was in Portland. And it was Super Bowl day. Luigi Dude says, hey, I'm going to make a rabbit, and we're going to watch the Super Bowl. So we decided to do a pre-show for it, and I decided to link Radman's old YouTube channel, CheeseJD010. And we watched some videos. We watched some videos from CheeseJD010. We memed about some other stuff. I go back to Discord and... What?
Jeez, JD.
CheeseJD010. Anyway, we meme about other shit. I go back to the Discord and what the fuck? I'm banned. And so I have this big conversation with Mem about why he banned me. He's like, dude, it's personal information. Mem, shut the fuck up. It's some dude's YouTube channel from when he was 8. Just because he sucks your own cock doesn't mean you have to be fucking biased. I mean, kind of does because you're getting a nice blowjob. Do you think Radman would give good blowjobs? No, he wouldn't.
No,
What
No.
the
he's black.
fuck are you talking about?
He's black. Come on.
I mean, that's a good point. But yeah, he's saying that it's personal
This
info.
is fucking
Despite the fact
bad.
that it's on YouTube, it is public and you could find it literally anywhere by just searching for it. And eventually I would get unbanned like a week later, but there was a time where I was like so fucking pissed off that I nearly just left LMR in general. This is only like a month after the server was formed. And me and Radwin would get in a bunch of other autistic fights. He would block me. I wouldn't block him because I don't believe in that. Oh yeah, a lot of people blocked me on there. Like Radman did, Luigi Nate did, Connor did, Sniper Joe did like 10 times. But then again, he's autistic. Yeah. Radman is a faggot, and Mem is super biased towards him, but he tries to show it as if he's not biased towards him. Mem is a
I'm trying to comprehend this tweet Sebastian linked just now.
Oh, I'm just linking that for later. I'm gonna talk again about some stuff that I didn't get. Well, I'll let you finish.
Mem is a good user, usually.
Huh.
But when he is staff, he is retarded. I'm talking Fred level retarded as staff. Actually, actually, that might be a little bit too far. His IQ wouldn't be around 60. It's like the 70 range. 65? Doesn't matter. But yeah, there was always this shit where since all the mods hated me, there was this often conversations about e-dating because of Fred and Joy. They were e-dating. A lot of people talked about e-dating because of this. And anytime there was an e-dating conversation, Mem would just instantly ban me so I didn't talk because I'm bad at debates, despite the fact that not really.
I mean, no.
Not really.
What was this about? I wasn't listening for the past like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I kind of zoned out too. That's why I went on Twitter to look for it.
Alright, that's okay with me.
That's why I went on Twitter to look for shit.
But yeah, I just kind of got sick of their shit, and it was around this time also that me, Sheldon, and Pendis were streaming the Life is Strange games,
Aw, yeah, hell yeah.
and we made a group chat called this. At the time, it was called the Stream Team, but it's had a few other names such as He Hate Me and Justin Baker.
Agree?
Julian Baker?
Yeah, that was a reference to when I was trying to find Julian's personal information before I realized, hey, a little bit too far.
What? You didn't go far enough, nigger.
Good point. And basically we decided, hey, we like Life is Strange, and we're also friends, but also LMR is fucking stupid. It has all these shitty users like Mist and DJ and Radman. And so, we should leave it. And what would always happen is that me and Sheldon would always say, yeah, we're going to leave soon. And then Pendis is like, no, fuck that shit. I got to stay there because I'm autistic. And eventually there was like this fight between Pendis and Radman that resulted in Pendis getting banned because Radman was an innocent little soul. An innocent little bird. And eventually this is just what made us both leave. And I, to this day, still regret how I left LMR Court. Because I made like this shitty Photoshop. You know the time Wilhelm spammed illegal imagery and that banned? I made a Photoshop about that, except it was about Radman, and I just spammed it, and it wasn't really that good. If I wanted to make my leaving successful, I would have just spammed Goatsy or something,
And Power 3.
Power 3. Yeah, I should have done Power 3.
I think Luigi Nator did Power 3 when he left.
Yeah, Luigi Nator did Power 3.
Yeah, Luigi Nator did. How do I know this? Well, didn't they post about it on Denningrad?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure yeah.
And Sheldon's way of leaving was not better because it was just the Rogue Warrior credits.
I think I
And then he just
posted Power
kinda
3 once to someone. I don't remember.
And then he just
I've
kind of
used
left.
Power 3 a lot.
And my
remember
plan-
Ronnie, like this is technically Discord related. Ronnie once made a server, and eventually died, and then he made a new server called New Ronnie something. Ronnie Court? New Ronnie Court, And I just decided I have to kill this fucking server because Ronnie is a shit user. And I spam Power 3 and a shit ton of Battletoads memes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Wilhelm and Cantor participate in this too. So Battletoads destroyed Ronnie on that day, like 8 hours, and then he deleted the server.
Me. But yeah, I actually forgot another big detail as to why I left LMR. LMR isn't funny. Ironic
What?
humor.
LMR isn't funny? What? No
Ironic
way.
humor took over LMR, and it was the worst thing ever. Because for those who live under a rock, ironic humor is humor that isn't funny, but the joke is that it is funny. And so therefore it's funny. And so everyone's using it. And of course it's all the users that have somewhat of authority, like Mem, Stefan, Dezant. Okay, Dezant didn't have authority, but he was Mem's friend. And it was the most fucking... And I was the only one who really didn't like this. Okay, maybe Sheldon had penned this too, but who even gives a shit? And I just kind of left. My plan was just to be completely done with Miiverse, stay on other communities, and I always wanted to archive my Miiverse experience. I wanted to do it in like a video series, but that ended up becoming the podcast. So, you know, that's how that shit works out. And that's my side of the story. Denning has a completely different side of the story.
What the fuck were we at?
We were
I have
talking
no
about LMR
goddamn
Court.
idea.
So like nothing really happens on LMR Court until like one day my laptop just fucking destroys itself. I did not punch it to death, no. And
Denning, you stupid motherfucker.
You
No,
stupid fucking
I
bitch.
can't help it. That laptop just pissed me off too much. And
You ever just fucking punch a laptop?
yeah.
Bash your fascist.
So then I was mostly inactive on Discord for like I don't know how long.
It was like a month, maybe 2.
I don't know.
Sometimes you'd come back.
Yeah, sometimes get on my grandfather's laptop for like a couple of hours. And eventually I come back with a even worse laptop. And when I come back, it turns out that the Lamar Court has completely degenerated into absolute shit because I wasn't there. I'm the only thing keeping this fucking thing together, of course.
You could have prevented it.
I'm sorry, but punching the laptop wasn't optional.
Understandable.
So I don't even fucking know how to describe this whole phase. I actually the staff bullies Redmin out of the server because he is one of the shittiest users, and we come to the conclusion that if Redmin is removed, then the net shittiness of the server will decrease.
Oh yeah, I remember this because like you told me about this, and also Wilhelm came back to the server, and I, for like a day, wanted to rejoin, but then I realized that that was not a good idea.
Yeah, Redman had this president role from the LMR called presidential elections.
There were 2 elections, and the first one Cantor won.
Yeah,
so you
this
know
was
the
great.
quality.
So after we bully Redman out of the server, Wilhelm rejoins, and we give him the role now renamed to Emperor. And this was basically just part of one effort to try to salvage LMR Core. This failed. Everyone hates me because the lemurtard species has evolved to thrive in the shittiest conditions. Therefore, eventually, it just does not function anymore, in my opinion, as an actual community. And I decided to leave that shit.
I remember like I tried to convince you to leave, and then you never would, and then like a day later you said, "Okay, yep." I know it wasn't mostly me that convinced you, wasn't it? Like mostly Sheldon.
Well, it was like I was considering this for a while, and then we talked about it, and I was like, he's right. And then I put together the leaving text file in like 5 minutes, and then I left. Then after
Smart.
I left, Sheldon got involved.
Hmm.
And then a couple days later, like a week after all of Marquardt had like 7-hour-long straight-up shit-talking session, and I became public enemy number 1, I decided to make the greatest thing that mankind has ever seen: a server. How do I tell this part? I invited a shit ton of terrible users at first. I was just basically throwing together everyone who was still able to tolerate my existence. Which I wasn't
Server was
really sure
flawed
of.
at the beginning. It had Dezant, Kentor, Ronnie. It had Ronnie for a long time, but
We added Ronnie a bit later.
I mean, we had him.
He was like at first we had Ryan, the channel, and then eventually when we invited Ronnie, we renamed it to Bronny. Then he was there. Ronnie came later. But basically threw together everyone that I think didn't hate me. Some of these users would later get murdered. Others would stay for pretty long as time, most until now. Like eventually, like a day later, I decided to invite Sebastian, and we all made fun of him for being a Magapete.
There's a pinned message in Denigrad from one of our random spurs of talking about politics, and it reads as follows. Let me find it. Oh, fuck.
God, early Leningrad before we were like made better was so good because it had you believing in Pizzagate.
Let me just here, this screenshot just says everything you need to know about 2017 me.
Yes.
I
I think the free market solves most problems. I like Trump.
What a beautiful man.
So Leningrad is like the most incredible server.
LMR Cord was actually paranoid of Leningrad for a time. For
a bit, yeah.
Like they would remove the Leningrad users that were still in LMR Cord from the Sirius channel.
Yeah, so that they can't spy on how I'm getting shit talked.
Just some epic screenshots.
There, and we would often also always make fun of them too for being fucking spurgs. I remember a wonderful DM conversation I had with Fred. Yes, this is that DM. But it was around Christmas time. I don't remember the exact day. Who cares? But I just started to post psychological images to freak out the mind, the small mind of Fred. One of like just random pictures of my dog, random pictures of Christmas movies, and then I just took a piece of paper, just wrote up some text in gold Sharpie. Your relationship is a joke. Put it next to my computer. Made my computer play that fucking shitty "Why weren't you at Elf Practice" meme. Then just to get right in there, did I put up a thumbs up? I don't remember.
No, you didn't.
Okay, just took a picture, and it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Anyone's ever seen.
And here's the image now.
Good image. And Fred did not block me because of that. He actually blocked me because I said his IQ was 60, which it is.
Oh man, it's taking forever to load. But it is.
That was also around the time of the Freddits.
Oh, the Freddits!
It's upside down. The image is upside down.
That's because of the way you took it.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh.
That's how Discord works. If let me get a screenshot image. Okay.
But yeah, the Freddits were just like like back when Fred and Joy were e-dating, there were these shitty. Joy drew this shitty image of Fred spanking her while saying "Buenos dias," because Buenos dias, man.
Buenos Dias Joy.
Yeah, but-
I remember this exactly because I made most of them.
There was the one. There was Buenos Noches Joy, which was by Sheldon. There was the Senator Armstrong one. There was the SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs one, which I came up with, but Sebastian made.
I'll post some credits.
There were a lot more. The Freddits were great. We need to make more Freddits.
I lost a lot of them because they're locked in septic tank.
Gay.
I know.
I don't actually have much to say about the whole Leningrad lore thing myself because it's like 7 a.m. and I'm
Milady.
a motivated person right now.
I guess that's understandable.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yeah, I've never seen the Germany-Belgium one.
Yes, you have.
I mean, I probably. Why is
I remember.
the background darker?
Because I was lazy.
Understandable.
You two can like go over Leningrad laws for us, you remember?
Oh, but yeah, there was a lot of shitty memeing, a lot of definite hyper war. Overall, it was a fun time, and it still exists, and it's probably the most like civilized, good server I've ever been on because we purged the shitty users.
Civilized makes it sound pretentious as fuck.
That's a good point.
It's just a very good server. Because there's no venting bullshit. There's no fucking communists. There's no bullshit about staff or whatever the. We just basically do whatever the hell we decide.
Yep, and it's beautiful.
It's pretty stable community. Like this is exactly how I planned it from the beginning to just be perfectly stable. And I'm honestly amazed it has lasted this long already.
And
yeah, we're coming up on 1 year.
Yeah, we only got like 3 months left.
Yeah. I'll make it last until then at least.
I think it's about a month until my I left LMR anniversary.
Oh, I forgot to post this. I guess I can bring back some stuff that I forgot to mention.
Yeah, okay, do that. Then we'll do like the last 2 things.
So I was talking about there was some Twitter stuff going on. So let's talk about that. A while back, Rudy and I think someone else made a red alt. Wasn't some guy named Adrian? Some guy named Adrian made a red alt too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Adrian and Rudy, although completely disconnected from each other, I believe, they both made red alts to kind of harass Tar, and it was funny as fuck to me. So I have screenshots up right now. Tar talks about Rudy says stuff like as red, take me back or something.
Yeah, those are really epic screenshots.
At this point, Tar has become a they them nation of identity and degeneracy and Jewry.
Deja vu right now.
So what happens is Tar makes a string of Twitter posts, and here they are now. It's fun to look at people you knew before you were allowed to look at things in a different perspective and realize how bad those people were. It's pretty fucking epic. So here's the rest of the tweets on screen now. Especially when they want to talk to you again, but are still utter garbage. I should probably just block Red, but whatever. I don't care, and I've moved on. I've improved. So what if the people I knew haven't? I don't talk to them anymore for a reason. It goes on. It's basically just restating the same shit. It is worth noting that the location that she put on her Twitter is Move On Red. All of this happening while Red has no idea because he is internet dead right now.
Who killed him?
Who killed Captain the Red Hood? Another thing that happened Rudy made some Twitter accounts with the other shitty user named Parp.
Harp.
Parp made a Twitter account called Deningrad Official,
Oh god, that fucking Twitter.
and the image is the icon is Denning's me, and the handle is Dammy Denning. And the first tweet that Parp made on anyone with anime avatars should die, and the next one Deutschland
What's
Deutschland über alles, which is, it's supposed to be an epic meme parody on Denning, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly 100% agreeable.
I approve of this Twitter.
So yeah, we have
This is now the official Deningrad Twitter.
Yes.
And then I was talking about it earlier. Rudy is very terrible, bad, awful, super terrible, awful, bad, mondo mega atrocious at making Twitter alts. And just alts in general to mess with. This is one of them, known as Kira Abbey. Hey, I'm Kira, and I like memes and talking to people. Add me on Discord and DM me. Obviously supposed to be a catfish, but failed epically.
You can see a catfish from a mile away.
If Rudy is the one behind them, yeah, of course. But Rudy has no idea how to do. On screen right now, a picture of one of his red alts called Red Kai-shek. Of course, an obvious reference to Chiang Kai-shek, but I don't think Rudy went that far to really involve that into anything else in the handle.
Esoterically enough, at the same time as the Red Kai-shek was going around, a completely unrelated user of Bigley had this account called Republic of China with the Kuomintang flag, and went around DMing people esoterically. And I thought this might have something to do with each other, but was complete coincidence.
Yeah, isn't that the same guy? Isn't it the same person who has that account Denning Yeah or something?
Denning what?
Denning Yeah, where it's just a picture of Sableye.
He had a fake Denning account where it was negative Sableye, I think.
I know that shitty euphoric parody account Bibs Boy has a Deningrad header.
I think that was Adrian.
I thought that
Really?
was real. I was under the impression that was real.
No, the original Bibs Boy was actually euphoric, but then he changed his name after they broke up, so someone made a new Bibs Boy.
Yeah, I remember one time we had a plan to get Euphoric on Deningrad, but
We
I don't know
did.
what happened to that.
He just didn't get enlightened.
Yeah, he was just too far gone.
What the fuck is Euphoric even doing now?
I don't
Who
fucking
even
know.
knows? Or
Isn't he
cares?
Oh, right, we forgot to talk about this. Isn't he on Mem server?
No, we're not talking about that yet. That saving that for the end.
Okay, well this is basically the end.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but
what
I
we
gotta-
talk about.
I gotta talk about one more thing.
One
then we
last
talk about.
one last thing before we talk about it. Sorry. This is another another epic calling card that we did for Cameron. Cameron, the cuck of Discord. We've had on our radar for a long time now, and it's time for you to get what you deserve. We have come to destroy your server. Fires you.
My megaphone is cutting out as well, Sebastian.
Yeah, it's basically just some gay shit.
Yeah.
The new.
So we gotta talk about Brent
So-
Carey, and then it's Mem server, and then
Brent
we're
Carey,
done.
hell yeah. Fuck your Brent Carey.
The most satisfied I've ever been on Discord. Oh, just a sec.
Oh my god.
My sister's here.
This is not getting. This is not getting edited out.
This shall not be infringed. Get it?
Okay, that was epic.
Get your sister on the podcast.
Hell yeah.
I'll educate her about Miiverse lore.
We gotta get Luigi and his brother on the podcast.
Dude, Luigi and his brother.
Yo, Luigi Nader's brother, and my sister, and Sebastian's gay brother. Oh yeah, that's not funny. Okay, I'm sorry. So Julian is very, very open about his not personal information, but his full name and his city. Should we say those? Should we dox Julian? Because that would
Yes.
make him.
Sure.
Okay, I'm not gonna say his
Julian Baker, Huber Heights, Ohio.
Yes.
Goes to I don't.
Julian,
forget
we
his
know
fucking
there's
school.
only one high school in your district. So you shouldn't tell us this stuff. You can literally Google Julian Baker Hubert Heights. Why do I keep saying Hubert Heights?
Hubert Heights.
Okay, you can literally Google Julian Baker Hubert Heights and get a bunch of personal information about him. And that's his own doing. He can't blame us for that.
Do we have his address?
No. He is the only person I do not have the one person I want the address of that I don't have it of.
Oh man, look at what I just
could-
found.
I could probably get it if I put my mind to it. But I'm
Oh
not fair
yeah,
enough.
I've seen that. That's nothing new.
Oh,
That's nothing new. I'm sorry. But yeah, we Googled his school. We Googled him. This was like several months before. I was in this DM group
what
with
is
Julian.
this that I've just found?
I was in this DM group with Julian and Ronnie. I looked up his name, sent the info, and Julian just said, "What the fuck?" And he left.
Sebastian
And then he
doxed
left.
Julian Baker live on recording.
Yeah.
And then it just says, "What the fuck?" and then leaves like these 5-month-old DM groups with Julian in them. And I have to explain to everyone in there why they just left. He leaves everyone with Ronnie as well, so.
Yeah, because running is a Denning fool.
Yes. But yeah, the Brent Carey incident starts when I don't even actually how did it start? I just remember we were voice chatting on some random day. And then I told one of the users in Denningrad, Josh Cool. What happened to Josh?
I don't fucking know. He hasn't been he has just been eating it for months now.
Yeah.
I miss Josh Cool. He was cool.
He was actually kind of funny, not even.
Yeah, Josh was a great user.
Oh, great.
Anyway, Josh leaves. Josh is still in LMR. And I tell him to post this image of Julian's principal. His name is Brent Carey.
I'll put picture up right now.
And so I decide to make this Photoshop live in voice chat. And like the picture of him is like Brent Carey giving like this dumb smile. I think his eyes are closed. Maybe that's just the fucking fat rolls.
His eyes are not closed.
Just has tiny eyes. But yeah, I I'm sorry. Julian's fucking Google Plus.
Tell him about the edit of Brent Carey that you made.
So there's this edit of Brent Carey I make that's him wearing a Denning hat. And it's instead of saying Brent Carey School's principal, it says Brent Carey School's shooter.
Imagine if school websites had like a listing of all the school shooters in this format.
And we all make these shitty edits of Brent Carey. Like, make one of him as Thanos. We make one of him in Hearts of Iron 4.
Isn't he in the mod? Isn't he in the mod?
What else was there? Oh my fucking god!
He should be one of the political advisors for LMR Court.
Yeah. I remember there was a meme where we said he looked like Rick Harris, only to find out that we had a fucking picture of him at the pawn shop.
Let me fucking get this.
And it was so great. And Josh was really hesitant to put it on LMR, but he did it.
At the pawn shop in Vegas. Love this show.
But he ended up posting it, and Julian got so pissed off, he left LMR Cord and ditched his account. And it was the most epic thing ever. And that was probably the happiest I've ever been on Discord. And it'll only
He left Discord for like a few weeks.
Yeah, he left Discord for a few weeks. He came back because, of course, he came back. But what am I even? So it's
I'm going to copy paste this and send it to him right now.
Do you have him edit?
I don't have him added, but I have his account. Or wait,
Okay.
I don't think it might not work because I'm not in a server with.
You could friend him. Oh yeah, I forgot. This led to
There's no way in hell he would accept that. You know that, right?
You could
I mean,
try.
yeah, but this also would lead to the world famous Monado guy quote. Fuck, where is it?
All right, I'll just send it to Mem instead.
Where the fuck is the Monado guy quote? Did you unpin the Monado guy quote?
Hold on.
Oh, you didn't.
No.
You didn't. I found it.
No, it's
Okay.
not. It's not.
J
it's
Mike
not-
is probably a pedophile. That's why he searches through kids' schools and personal shit.
I thought this was Fred.
No, that was Monado
But,
guy.
no, but Monaga makes sense.
Because Monado guy already thought I was a pedophile because of the like shitty drum, the shitty act I did on LMR where I like the lolies.
What?
You know? You didn't know?
This is news to me. What the hell?
Did neither of you watch the episode?
I've seen every goddamn episode of this goddamn podcast.
Yeah, I
I'm the one
know.
who
But how do
edits
you
it.
not remember when I fucking over Nowie from Aram?
I watched
Oh,
none of
not
the
fucking
episodes I
no,
wasn't in.
I remember that now.
See, and there was like 5 other ones too, but I don't remember them because they're not notable, and I didn't do them as much. Oh, by the way, I actually told my IRL friend about that, and he also watches this podcast. I told him about the Nowie thing. I was like, haha, I agree with that. Fuck you, Bill, you fucking chink. You admitted to eating dog.
Fucking Bill.
Fucking Bill.
Fuck you, Bill. It's not even a Chinese name. How does Mao Zedong taste, bitch? Just kidding, you're great, Bill.
Okay, so we're gonna. finish this
So
off.
yeah, this is the epilogue. So Mem gets E-famous. Like this is a few months later, once Julian comes back. Mem gets E-famous because some like one of those shitty soy boy reviewers. Most reviewers nowadays are like shitty. Soy
His name
boys,
is
like,
Relax Alax.
yeah, Relax Alax. Like he's one of those reviewers that's like a soy boy, like Relax Alax and Scott the Waz and Nintendo. I like Nintendo, but he's a soy boy.
Nintendo's cool, but his aesthetic is soy.
Yeah, he's a soy boy. But but yeah, he made a video about Mem's Smash Ultimate predictions, and Mem got super E-famous, and everyone treats his word as gospel, even though it's not. And Mem should not be treated as gospel. So Mem decides to make a Mem server, and it's called Mimikyu Valley, and it is a really bad server. And you know what's great? When the first thing you do is get an invite, and then boom! I've been hack banned. Julian hack banned me from Mem's server because he's an admin and he gets those rights. The admin on Mimikyu server, Mimikyu Valley, are just fucking awful. You got Dezant, you got Fred, you got Julian. Isn't Monado guy an admin there?
Hold on, let me check.
Stefan is.
Um.
I am not in Mimikyu Valley. I do not intend to make an alt and go in Mimikyu Valley.
I was in it once, and then I got banned for
Monado
sending Julian Brent Carey. All I did was just say, "Hey, how's Brent Carey doing?" And I got banned.
Monado is not an admin though. He's just
Oh,
a Lamar.
who are the admins besides the one I listed? Isn't Alax an admin there actually?
Alex is an admin, yeah. He just changes PFP. Potato is an admin.
What? Why?
I
Doesn't
don't
make
know.
sense.
There's like these esoteric Twitter users I've never heard of that are admins.
Of course.
This is a huge user bar. Dezant.
I already said Dezant. Yeah, once you sent him the Brett Carey image, he also outed personal information. History repeats itself. But yeah, once Mimikyu Valley was made, LMR Core just kind of died. Completely inactive.
This guy called Push Dustin. Sakuraichi is an admin.
Of course he is. Where have I heard the name Push
Stefan is an
Dustin?
admin.
I already said
I
that.
fucking knows.
Mm.
Stefan is an admin, and that's it.
Upon investigation, it seems that Radman has been a fucking awful user since 2014, and we didn't even know him.
I mean, like,
didn't
no
even know
shit.
him.
The Ebola virus is spread to Ohio.
I'm looking through all this shit and its comments on Danganronpa.
But yeah, Elamar Cord died in activity, and they just decided, fuck it. Elamar Cord is dead. Elamar Cord was permanently archived and shut down how many days ago? Wait,
6.
wasn't it on the 11th?
Yes, it was on
9/11,
9/11.
yeah.
Oh my god. Of course it was that. But yeah, the saga of Elamar is over. Denningrad won after a hard-fought 9 months. And
it was
we
a
don't know.
difficult Cold War, but we succeeded.
We do not know what's next. I would love to see the takedown of Mimikyu Valley, but we all know that's not happening. And I think that's it.
And closing this off, I will now play the national anthem of the Soviet Union.
And
All right.
that was the Miiverse podcast.
Alright, fuck you all.
Last
So,
post.
up
Oh,
next,
what is next?
talk about the future of the Miiverse podcast. J Mike,
Well-
what do we have in store next time?
Well, next time we got a little secret episode with a lot of guests. You'll find out about that soonly. We don't want to give anyone any details, do we?
No. Well, what if we give them just a little?
We'll say a legendary Miiverse critic will most likely be on. Now, anyone with half a brain would know who that is, but you know.
That's not the only thing we have planned for the future, actually. In the future, we have had, we have planned, the author of Miiverse Drama Madness, Joe Kai Gonzo. He has agreed to, come on an episode with us and read the, fan fiction. It is historical in Miiverse history and context, and we will have that sometime soon.
We've also reached an agreement with one of the previously mentioned users, Malika Gaming, to have an episode about Miiverse artists. Artists, same thing.
Basically. I also plan to have see if I can get Giga Gambi himself to talk about Miiverse and YouTube.
And I don't know if this will still stand, because it was Pepsi who mostly did this, but we actually got in contact with the founder of Ninja Pig Studios, Jordan, and we might have him on the podcast to talk about Meme Run and Bigley's Revenge.
There's good things coming for the future of the podcast.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad to be a co-host now.
Yep.
And that is where we will end it.
See you all soon. Last post.